Welcome to Velvet Beauty Hub, your go-to destination for fashion stories that inspire. From iconic luxury labels to rising stars in the world of style, we take you behind the scenes to discover the people, the passion, and the philosophies that shape fashion today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Hey, beautiful people! I'm so excited to chat with you today about some absolutely incredible fashion moments that have been happening lately. You know how I love keeping you in the loop about what's trending, who's wearing what, and honestly, just having a good old fashion chat like we're sitting together with our favorite coffee. So grab your drink, get cozy, and let's dive into all the juicy fashion tea that's been brewing this week. Okay. Can we just talk about Nicholas Hoult for a hot minute? This man has been absolutely serving looks during the Superman press tour, and I am here for every single moment of it. You guys, when I tell you he's been channeling his inner Lex Luthor both on and off screen, I mean the fashion transformation is real. So picture this. He shows up to the LA premiere in full Saint Laurent leather pants. In July, in Los Angeles, and somehow he made it work. His stylist Jason Bolden really said, let's make this villain energy a whole vibe. And honestly, mission accomplished. The leather trousers paired with that Saint Laurent jacket and those motorcycle accessories, it was giving dangerous sophistication in the best way possible. But here's what I love about Nicholas's press tour wardrobe. It's been this perfect mix of high fashion and character inspiration. We've seen him in everything from Tom Ford chocolate brown suits that made brown look absolutely lush and sophisticated, to more relaxed Prada moments with those perfectly coordinated bags. And can we talk about how he's been playing with textures? From the Bottega Veneta oversized silhouettes that gave us Wall Street vibes with a modern twist, to those more casual Celine pieces, he's really showing us that menswear can be both experimental and classic at the same time. What's been so fun to watch is how he's using fashion to embody his character. Like Superman gets the classic hero looks, but Lex Luthor? He gets to play with edgier, more sophisticated pieces that tell a story about power and intellect. It's method dressing at its finest, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this approach to red carpet styling. Now let's switch gears and talk about someone who's been a fashion mood board staple for years, Lana Del Rey. You know, there's something so fascinating about how different her tour outfits are compared to her off-duty style. And I think it really shows the artistry behind both sides of her persona. So when Lana's on tour, we're getting full ethereal goddess vibes. Think flowing white gowns, flower crowns, that dreamy bohemian aesthetic that made us all want to live in a vintage music video. Her recent tour looks have been all about this romantic, almost otherworldly femininity. Lots of Zimmermann pieces, custom vintage-inspired dresses, and that signature Americana meets fairy princess aesthetic that she's perfected over the years. But then you see her off-duty, and it's like meeting a completely different person. Remember when she showed up to an event in that $18 dress she found online? Or when she's just spotted around town in simple jeans and a vintage tee? There's something so refreshing about an artist who can serve haute couture one day and champion affordable fashion the next. And can we talk about her collaboration with stylist Molly Dixon? The way they've evolved her look while keeping it authentically Lana is just chef's kiss. From those custom Alexander McQueen Met Gala moments to more understated everyday pieces, they've created this perfect balance between the fantasy and the real. What I love most is that whether she's in a custom gown or that famous $18 dress, Lana always looks like, well, Lana. That's the mark of someone who truly understands their personal style and isn't afraid to play with different aspects of it depending on the moment. Okay, this next story is giving me all the feels. We need to talk about Romy Mars making her Chanel Couture debut. So for those who might not know, Romy is Sofia Coppola's daughter, and she just attended her first couture show alongside her mum and sister Cosima. And honestly, the whole family moment was absolutely adorable. First of all, can we appreciate how Sofia has been gradually introducing her daughters to the fashion world? It's been this lovely, organic process where we've seen them at a few select events, and now Romy's 18 and stepping into this world with such grace and confidence. At the Chanel show, all three of them wore these gorgeous, coordinating pastel looks that felt very much inspired by Sofia's dreamy, ethereal aesthetic. You know, very Marie Antoinette meets modern sophistication. What I found so sweet was watching Romy document the whole experience on her social media. She shared behind-the-scenes moments of getting ready, her glam squad working their magic, and you could just feel the excitement and gratitude in every post. It reminded me why fashion weeks and couture shows are so special. They're not just about the clothes. They're about these moments of artistry and connection. And speaking of connections, can we talk about how this represents something bigger? We're seeing this new generation of fashion enthusiasts who are approaching the industry with both reverence for its history and excitement for its future. Romy isn't just showing up because of her family connections. She's genuinely interested in the craftsmanship, the creativity, and the storytelling that happens in these spaces. Plus, having Cosima there too, even though she's only 15, shows how fashion can be this beautiful family bonding experience. It's like passing down an appreciation for art and creativity through generations, and I think that's really beautiful. Now I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately: Pride fashion, and how it's evolving beyond just June. You know, we've been seeing this really interesting shift in how brands and designers are approaching LGBTQ+ support through fashion. And I think it's worth having an honest conversation about it. So traditionally, we'd see this explosion of rainbow everything during Pride Month, and then nothing for the rest of the year. But now, we're seeing more thoughtful approaches, where brands are creating pieces that celebrate queer identity and experiences in ways that feel authentic and sustainable year-round. What I love is seeing designers who are part of the community creating fashion that tells their own stories. Like, instead of just slapping a rainbow on a t-shirt and calling it Pride merch, we're getting collections that explore themes of identity, self-expression, and community in more nuanced ways. The colors might be more subtle, the messaging more personal, but the impact feels so much more genuine. And can we talk about how important it is to support queer-owned fashion businesses throughout the year? Brands like Telfar, which has been making waves with those iconic shopping bags. Or smaller designers who are creating gender-fluid pieces that challenge traditional fashion norms. These are the voices that deserve our attention and support consistently, not just during Pride Month. What's also been really encouraging is seeing how younger designers and fashion enthusiasts are approaching this conversation. They're asking questions like, who is this for? And what impact are we actually making? Instead of just focusing on the aesthetic. It's this more thoughtful, activist approach to fashion that I think is going to shape how we think about inclusive design moving forward. The goal isn't just to wear our identities on our sleeves during 1 month of the year. It's about creating a fashion landscape where everyone feels seen, celebrated, and represented all year long. And finally, let's end on a fun note: Wimbledon fashion. You guys, if there's one event that perfectly captures that effortless British elegance we all secretly want to master, it's Wimbledon. And this year's celebrity sightings have been absolutely divine. Can we start with Olivia Rodrigo in that red gingham Ralph Lauren dress? It was giving major summer picnic vibes, but elevated to the nth degree. And the fact that it was from the Spring 2000 archive? Chef's kiss. There's something so special about pulling vintage pieces for modern moments. Then we had Priyanka Chopra serving crisp white perfection in Ralph Lauren collection. And honestly, sometimes the most stunning looks are the ones that seem effortless, but are actually perfectly calculated. That white halter dress was quintessential Wimbledon, polished, fresh, and absolutely perfect for the setting. But what I've been loving most about this year's Wimbledon fashion is how everyone's been putting their own spin on the classic tennis aesthetic. Like Sienna Miller in that Alessandra Rich floral mini. It had all the traditional elements, but with this playful, feminine twist that felt so authentically her. And don't even get me started on the couples coordinating. Andrew Garfield and Monica Barbaro, both in Ralph Lauren whites. Absolutely adorable. It's like they studied the Wimbledon style handbook and decided to ace the assignment together. What makes Wimbledon fashion so special is this unspoken dress code that celebrates tradition while allowing for personal expression. You've got your classic whites, your preppy patterns, your sophisticated tailoring, but within those parameters, there's so much room to show personality. Whether it's Kate Blanchett in her perfectly tailored Armani suit, or someone like Rebel Wilson adding a pop of pink to challenge the traditional palette, everyone finds a way to honor the setting while staying true to their own style. It's this perfect blend of respect for tradition and individual creativity that I think we can all learn from. Whether we're heading to center court or just trying to master that effortlessly elegant summer style in our everyday lives. And that's a wrap on today's fashion chat. Beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed diving into all these amazing style moments with me. From Nicholas Hoult's villainous chic to Lana Del Rey's dreamy duality, from Romy Mars's couture debut to the evolving conversation around inclusive fashion, and finally, those gorgeous Wimbledon looks. There's just so much incredible fashion storytelling happening right now. What I love most about fashion is how it's always evolving, always surprising us, and always giving us new ways to express ourselves and connect with others. Whether you're inspired to try a bold new trend, support a meaningful cause through your fashion choices, or just appreciate the artistry behind these incredible looks, remember that fashion is for everyone, and every moment is an opportunity to tell your own story. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed our fashion chat, subscribe for more style content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. I love hearing from you in the comments. Which look was your favorite?